Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, and on today's video I'm going to show you guys how you can actually start email blasting your deals to your cash buyers using REI Reply. So you guys already know this tool is only $50 a month and it does a whole lot. You can text, you can call, and now I'm going to show you guys how you guys can email your deal to your cash buyers. So without further ado, at the beginning of this video, I'm going to talk about the specific workflows and exactly how we're going to be setting that up so you guys can start emailing your deals right away. And at the end, showing you how to actually get cash buyers and get a nice list where you can actually start calling them, marketing to them, and get those connections that you need to close your deals. So without further ado, I'm going to take you straight to the video, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need in order to start sending your emails out. So what I like to do is actually like to create a workflow, and that workflow I'm going to be adding my email. I'm going to create my email template. So create workflow, start from scratch. In here for the workflow title, this workflow, I'm going to use it as my email campaign. So I would put the address of the property that's under contract. So let's put 123 Main Street. Much better, right? 123 Main Street, and we can put right here blast campaign. It's whatever you want to call it. I would definitely put the full address, so when you're actually sending it out to cash buyers, you know to only send it out to the buyers in Tampa or the buyers in Memphis. Like, you want to make sure you put the city here so you know when you're sending it out that, hey, this is going to need cash buyers in that specific area. So I would put here like New York, or, you know, the full address. Now this is our campaign, right? So we're going to go over here. First step we want to do is click this add button. Once you click that add button, you're going to select send email. Send email. Here you go. Now in send email, what we're going to do is we're going to go, it says from name. So here you want to just put your name. So you can type out your name, or I would personally just type my name. So from Nataly Teran. From email. Now here you want to put the email. Now in a few minutes I'm going to show you how to actually link your email, because you are going to have to do that. So let's put this in here. That's my email, right? If this is my email, then go down over here. Now we need the subject. Here we can put something like new off market deal. Start with the address, right? So you can straight up just say, hey, new potential deal, take a look at this deal below. You can start obviously with the address. So 123 Main Street, 2 beds, 1 bath, 1,500 square feet, vacant at closing. Or if it's not going to be vacant, if it's going to be tenant occupied, explain that, explain the lease here. You can put your ARV, wholesale price, and then put your wholesale price. Put the title company, and here you can put the close of escrow. EMD, you can put that's a non-refundable EMD. How much are you requiring, and at what title company? So 3,000. Go ahead and put some comps here as well. Put like comp 1, comp at 124 Main Street, sold for 165K, and then you can do another comp, 123 Main Street, sold 1 75K. So this is how you would do it. You put your comps. I never put rehab costs because everyone has a different rehab cost depending on their connections. Like if they're going to use a general contractor, or maybe they have a cousin or uncle that's doing their remodeling. So never put the repair costs. Over here, you would put a link to the pictures. So if you guys are using Google Dropbox, or if you're using Google Photos, whatever it is, you can actually attach a link here. So you would go over here, get a link. So they click on this link button here, and you would actually drop your link here. So let me use like a link of anything. Let's use this link right here. This is just a random link, and we'll paste that link right here. Paste. Save. And there you go. There's your link to your Dropbox file where the buyer can actually start looking at the pictures. Down here and put like, you know, crossroads. So we just put the comps. You can put down here like selling points. Like what are some good things about this property, right? So we can do selling points, try to just make it look pretty. So we can do what are some of the selling points. It's in a nice, you know, school district is really good. A competitive school district. So you can put some selling points here, some comps, some crossroads, and pretty much all the information. And then at the end, you want to make sure that you put something that lets them know that in order to make an offer, they need to send you an email. So we'll just go here and say, hey, to make an offer, drop us an email. And then you can actually put your email again, letting them know, hey, this is where I want you to place all your offers. Because remember, I typically don't want to be accepting too many offers on the phone. You want to get it through email, because through phone, they're going to want to kind of convince you to take their offer right away. And at the same time, you don't want to take their offer right away if there's others. So it's better to have everyone shoot their best offer through email. That way you can review all the offers instead of getting on the phone with someone and then pressuring you to see, you know, to see if you got other offers, and then you're telling them, hey, I don't have any other offers, and it's just kind of going back and forth. It's better to just say, hey, I don't want to start a bidding war, so everyone just email me your highest and best offer to this email, and the best offer gets it. And this is the deadline in 24 hours. Who doesn't submit an offer by then? Sorry, you missed out. Let's try the next one. You're in attachments, and you can actually start like putting all the pictures on that email. That's something you might want to do if, you know, if you're going to be working with other dispo wholesalers, then maybe it might just be better to put the link here instead of just dropping all the pictures, because then that dispo wholesaler is going to have to put all those pictures in a folder as well to send it to their buyers. So you're better off just getting a Google Photos or Dropbox and just putting the link here. Make sure that the link is shareable. And that's it. You're pretty much saving this. We can go ahead and test this out so you guys can see what it looks like. So let's go ahead and put my email here. And let's test this out. So it's pretty cool they let you test this out in the bottom, just to make sure that you don't look dumb when you're sending these emails. So send test email. Cool. So it's sending it over to me. I should have received the email. So let's open this bad boy up. Let's go here. Look at this deal. Click on it, and there you go. 123 Main Street, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom. The square footage, vacant at closing, or the situation. ARV, wholesale price, title company, close of escrow, non-refundable EMD, crossroads, some comps. You're better off with 1 or 2 comps. Never try to push a third comp if it doesn't even make sense. Better to stay with less that actually are rock solid than to add more and then make your cash buyers think that you don't know how to comp. So selling points, to make an offer, drop us an email, and then the link to your Google file or Google Drive or whatever you have. I obviously didn't put up a Canva, but if you click on Canva, it still opens up something. So make sure you put the Google Photos or whatever. I just try to make it quick, so I put the Canva. But yeah, that's how you would send it. And It's pretty awesome. Now, when we go to reireply, it'll even show in the conversation. So let's save this. Let's go back, conversations, and let's click X this out. Let's click all. Take a look at this deal. Here in your conversations, you can see, as you guys can see, click this here. As you guys can see here, it shows the whole email right here. So you can see that you definitely emailed it over to them. It shows you right within this system. Pretty cool, right? So let's get back to the workflow. Campaign, was it this one? So this is the email right here. And that's pretty much it. They're done. You sent them the email. They would receive it. If you want to get, a little bit more deeper into that, you could also send them a text saying like, hey, if you have their number. If you don't and you only communicate through email, then maybe you won't add this. But you could also go through text and tell them, hey, I just emailed you a deal. Take a look at it. So you can get as far as that. So you do wait, right? You want to wait maybe 15 minutes so they have enough time to open it. And if they haven't opened it yet, then you'll just send them an email like, hey, I just emailed you. Take a look at it. Da, 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 da. So we can click on this plus button and we can do if. So if contact details has a phone number is not empty. There. So this looks complicated, but it's really not. So once you send an email, this condition says if the phone area is not empty. So basically it tells you, like, when you map out a list, like the address, the city, the state, and the phone number. If that phone number area is not blank, meaning there's a number there, then it's also going to text them like, hey, we'll wait 15 minutes, and then it'll text their number. I just emailed you a deal, take a look at it. But what if they don't have a number? Like, they never gave you their number, they just want to talk to you through email, then you obviously don't have their number. But if you have a number for them, it'll also text them in 15 minutes. But if you don't have a number, then guess what? It's not going to do anything because they don't have a number. Now, you can make this as long as you want. So you'll wait 15 minutes. Hey, I just emailed you a deal. You'll click again, another wait. Maybe they didn't take a look or respond. Maybe you want to then do 2 hours, right? Or 2 hours, because we don't have a lot of times with these deals. So 2 hours. Then you click again and send another SMS like, hey, I just sent you over a deal. Are you still buying in Memphis? Like that. And you can text them. Simple as that. Now you can go into your settings here, and you don't need to do any of this extra stuff. You can just leave it the way it is. Now save it. And remember, this extra stuff of texting them that I did, you don't have to do that. It's only if your cash buyers are tight like that and they would let you text them. If they don't want you to text them, then obviously you just delete that part and just keep this email. So what are we going to do now, right? We're going to send that out. So how would we send it out? Simple. You should go right into contacts, and you should look for your cash buyers here. So in contacts here, it is your whole database of connections and investors or wholesalers or sellers that you have here. So you're going to look for that buyer. This deal, let's say it was in New York. I would look for my New York buyers, right? Then I would filter them, look for them, and once I find my buyers, I would just select them. So these are my buyers. Let's pretend these 3 people here are buying in New York. So we'll go ahead, we'll click on them, and then we'll just click this through workflow. So you click on this robot instead, because remember, we didn't create a template, we created a workflow. So click OK, proceed, and then you just want to add all at once. If you're adding like 1,000 people, then maybe do it every 15 minutes, not all at once. But if you got a couple hundred, like 1 or 200, you can all send it all at once. Or spaced out so you don't get bombarded with messages if it's a good deal. So let's scroll down here. Look for the workflow. This is the workflow right here. 123 Main Street, New York, email blast campaign. So you click on that, and I would recommend maybe you send it in drip mode, totally up to you. Drip mode just means that it's not going to send all at once. It's going to send spaced out. So you could do like 15 or you can do like 25 emails that you're sending out every 10 minutes. Right? That way, the responses and questions that start coming in, you have enough time to kind of answer them. So, action, we'll just put whatever in there. The action is just literally, you can put what's going on or you can just put whatever. But start on the specific time you want this to start and send the emails. 25 every 10 minutes. And from what time? So, we're going to be, actively responding to emails at 1 all the way to like 8 p.m., let's say. Then once you click this add to campaign workflow, you click that, it's going to send everyone that email. So this person and this person and this person that are all tagged, that are all marked, will get that email and would be added to that workflow. Then you'll just go into your conversations, you'll sit back and you'll see that it actually sent them the email. Now, some of you might have problems. That's pretty much it, sending the emails, super simple. So some of you might actually have a problem with like your email. So you have to go into email services here and you actually have to link your email. So you'll just go to add service, select provider. You could go to Gmail and you can put your email and your password. Once you do those things, you should be fine. But if it doesn't work, it's because you have to go into your email settings and you have to turn off something. So let me show you. So if you go to your email, right? Let's go to email, right? So click on this, go to account, and you're going to go to security. You're going to click on this two-step verification. No, it's not it. Where is it? There's something. Yes, they're right here. Less secured app access. Okay, this needs to be on, excuse me. It means that you are on, so you're okay with allowing less secure apps. Oh shoot, turn it back on. This needs to be on. This less secure app access. Sometimes Google is going to ask you to, in order for you to turn that feature on, that you might have to actually turn off this two-step verification. So turn this two-step verification, go down here to less secure app access and turn it on. Once it's on, you should not be getting any errors and you should be able to select Gmail, put your password, email, and log in as if you normally would. Once you log in, you should select it. So it'll show right here. And instead of it selecting to default provider, you should select down here and select this bottom option here, which is your information. So pretty simple. If you're still having trouble, it's 100% always going to be because of this less secure app access. This is a major problem. If this is not turned on, reireply will not be able to send your emails. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I hope this video was helpful. If you guys are still having problems connecting your email, then you can just reach out to support. End of the video, and I'm going to show you how to get that cash buyer list. So if you check the link below, if it's a new sign up, you can go ahead and get 1,000 free records. You are going to have to pay for skip tracing, but you do get that 7-day free trial, so you are going to be able to get those free records. It's going to show you the properties that cash buyers have actually bought and sold. So you can go over here to property search, and here you can put your market, because we're going to look for cash buyers right now. So you're going to go into settings, into filters here, and you want to just go scroll down over here and look for MLS status. Well, first let's look at all classifications: residential, property, single family, right? Because we're looking for single family. Now MLS status, we're going to go over here and we're going to select MLS status is going to be sold. We're going to go over here to ownership information, and the max they owned it, I'd put 1 year. Then we're going to go to cash buyers over here, scroll down, and you're just going to select exclude properties where mailing address and property address are the same. So you're going to press that, because the cash buyer, the mailing address is going to be different because they live somewhere else. They're not living in this flip. So click that. Now you're going to click apply. And as you see, we got 3,000 records. So let's just keep playing with this a little bit more. Make sure it's sold recently. So let's do last 12 months, right? Apply that. I think the list, it's 3,000 records, so that's still a little bit too big. I think it would be better if we go to cash buyer and just kind of let's put a minimum of 2 properties or more, right? So let's click to 100. Let's see what gives us there. Okay, so they own a minimum of 2 properties. So let's go over here to cash buyer, and we can put cash purchase, yes. So apply, and there we go. That's all the filters that we're gonna need. You can go ahead and just save, and you can save the filter, and you can go to add, right? Then you can add them all to a list, right? So create list. This is gonna be the cash buyers in Memphis, Tennessee. You can create a tag. You can then go ahead and click save. So it's saving the properties. Now you can get your skip tracing for free. You can go to True People Search. That's free. They're not always accurate, but you can definitely check them out to get their information. But if you don't want to do that, which takes a lot of time, then you can go to skip trace here, and you could actually just start skip tracing, and yeah, then you would get the phone numbers. You'll be able to call them. So that's it for this video. I hope this helped you out. This is how I'm getting all my cash buyer lists from every single market that I'm in, and I hope you guys use this tool. Check the link below for the 7-day free trial and the 1,000 free records. It could be the seller, it could be a motivated seller list, or it could be a cash buyer list. It's really just 1,000 records. So if you are looking for something else, you can still use those 1,000 records for that. So I appreciate you guys, and take care.